Hello! For those of you just turning in, you are watching the Lady Arcaders Super Showcase, an all-women charity talent showcase event running from July 25th until the 28th, benefiting CARE. The Super Showcase features a bunch of talented women and femmes showing off games that they love. Make sure to tune in throughout the weekend and tell your friends by sharing our posts on social media. And speaking of an awesome game and an awesome time, let's watch Crossroad OS, any percent with Allison8bit. Allison, take it away. Take it away.
Hello and welcome everybody. I'm allison8bit and this is Crossroad OS. I actually think we made the incentive to do 100% instead of any percent. So we'll be doing that in just a moment. Joining me today is Sel.
Hello, I am selcouthmind, or Sel for short. I kind of, sort of, run this game. Anyways, I'm here to help. You
learned it once. That's what counts.
This is true.
All right, I'm going to give us a countdown. We're going to start when I press the confirm button, and we're going to jump right into it. So, alrighty, we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. Skipping a little cutscene at the start there. Sometimes hard to grab that. So this is a puzzle game with kind of a eerie, creepy vibe. It's a lot of block moving puzzles, a lot of various little things that we're going to be having to move things around. So we'll get more into the mechanics in a little bit. There's also some interesting lore. It's kind of on the creepier side, but it's like nothing is too bad. So we just did some tutorials, and now we're just doing a little bit of just like tests to make sure we understand the very basics of what's going on here. Also kind of telling a story where unfortunately looks like a little horse friend passed away. And this is a Crossroad OS, like it's about passing on, moving on to the afterlife kind of thing. We gotta carry the horse. But yeah, this is gonna be 100%, which is not too different, but there is a couple things they need to pick up here and there to make it 100%. We're gonna be seeing extra puzzles and stuff. But yeah, so these are some little work in progress, like viruses that we need to take care of. There's a little hidden candle over here to do at that point. And now they're actually gonna try to make me leave the game. They don't want me to be in this operating system. But we're gonna make our way over to this maze and just watch a little cutscene with a friend of ours, because of course we need some help. You know, like we have some viruses, we have some weird stuff going on. We're gonna get some help from a great friend, Clippo.
Hi, Clippo.
So Clippo's gonna start by turning into a pin, so we can actually get inside of the maze. This is obviously just a screensaver. We can't actually do anything. I have no hands on the screen right now, so. But now we're gonna get some manual override and start taking over. And so now we can actually use the WASD keys to actually control where we're going. And just got a couple candles, and we're gonna start doing some puzzles over here.
And the candles are a part of the 100% for this game. So thank you for meeting that upgrade incentive so that we could see the candles and a whole bunch of other really cool things in this game get showcased.
Yeah. And so now we're gonna go to this little keypad and start doing some fun patterns.
So normally in this game you would find these patterns in different places, and these are patterns that essentially unlock different areas of the maze with more puzzles. We don't need to go find them though, because Allison knows all solutions, and Allison has put a lot of work into finding the most optimal input pattern here so that there's minimal number of clicks needed to change the patterns. And so we have all the areas unlocked. We're gonna get a couple of candles, and we're gonna start actually over in 2A, not in 1A. We're gonna start in 2A. And so here we see teleportation cubes. This is one of the many mechanics in the game. And as well as ice blocks, which, funny enough, we actually are doing ice blocks before we get the tutorial for them. ice blocks will continue to slide until they hit something that they can't move further, which makes them a little tricky to use it sometimes. We also got a flashlight there. It's technically necessary for the run.
You can almost do it all in the dark.
You can almost do it without it, but yeah, we do need it. And here we get, of course, ice and teleportation cubes combined. You might be looking at the puzzles and going, this looks kind of like The Witness, and that's kind of accurate. People often talk about this game being like The Witness or like Pony Island meets The Witness. The puzzles, though, really are Sokoban style inspired, and that is just due to the creator of the puzzles, Martin. That is his specialty. That's the kind of puzzles that he makes, and he's really, really great at them.
And with that, we actually just completed all of 2A. Each area is going to give us a 100% once you hit all the things in there. So it'll be really easy to do that without having to like check the title screen at the end to double check it. So
yeah. Now we have these little blocks which will change the gravity of the area. These puzzles here, those are fairly simple, but there are some puzzles that get a little more challenging, like this one, where changing the gravity actually means we have to kind of babysit that little block to make sure that it doesn't run into any of the bombs on the way until we intentionally explode it in order to continue going.
Snipe that little one over there. And yeah, the key is also affected by gravity, which is an interesting little element you need to keep up with. And it also should be used in a few other spots as well.
And this one is a very fun one. Something that us speedrunners will do in this game is just kind of snipe the line and make it go really fast. But with that, we're already at the first boss of this game. This is the green boss. There's 4 phases to it, and each phase gets trickier. This one is based off of ice, and of course these buttons where we have to hit the corresponding color in order to unlock the lock that is blocking our path. And there's some bombs in the way too, but that's fine. The bombs are fairly easy. We know how to solve it, or rather, Allie does. I could not do that this fast.
It's not too bad. This last one's the most fun. And now we've got the first of the friends beaten. Well, I guess not really friend, but...
First of the viruses have been defeated.
I can't believe it. After all these years.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
In just a moment.
All right.
The bad vibes are weakening.
The bad vibes are indeed weakening. So, coming up in just a moment, we're going to have a monster's going to grab our cursor, and we're going to go into a slightly flashing lights warning. And now, Doodle, take it away.
All right, I've got a special donation from 3Pup for $10, and with a message saying, "Let's go, Allie!" Exclamation point, less than 3.
Thank you.
Thank you, 3Pup. Yeah, we're just kind of falling down into a bunch of horse images. Don't worry, the horse will make sense in a minute. And now we have this like light maze, which starts out really wide, is easy to traverse through, but then it starts to get really narrow here at the very end, so it's actually quite precise. Allison does a fantastic job of navigating through it, and we have found our horsey friend. The horse needs our help because the horse just wants to rest, wants to take a nap, so it's going to take a nap at the bottom of the screen for now until we can get it to its final bed.
And with that, 2B,
and that's 2B done.
All complete, yeah. And here is the ice tutorial. Finally. Now we can finally use them. Glad we waited for it. Yeah, the ice puzzles are super simple, but like there's something that like when you do them in order, it makes a lot more sense.
Yes. This is a really cool puzzle because you got to trade the blocks around the screen. It's called Teamwork for a reason. A really cool thing if you ever play any other of Daisy games is the names for the puzzles give you clues about how to do it. And with that, we're already at the red boss. It's very fast. This one, it actually has some speed strats to it, which we're going to see in this next phase where Allie's going to actually nudge the dropping block down, and as it crosses over the green one, she's going to actually grab the line and quickly pull it through before the lock re-engages. It's speed strat. That's not how it's intended, but you know, we're speedrunners. We don't always do what's intended. And there we go. That's boss 2 done.
Yeah,
super fast.
It's really weird because the original routing of the game was that you just went in like the casual order.
But we're not done yet.
So that's like what seems like what was intended.
By we, I mean you.
It's hard to find the key over
come on,
there.
game.
Yeah, the text is exactly over the key, so it can be really hard to just grab it at times. But we got there in the end.
And we have to destroy these bombs. If the line attempts to go over a bomb, the line gets destroyed and you have to restart. This one also has a speed strat where we hit the button and grab the key before it hits the bomb, which is not what is intended at all. But hey, you know, once again, we're speedrunners. We have more key fragments. That's going to be important soon. We need to build a key in order to get Horsey to their nice little nap place.
Horsey. Yeah, the lore should give us, like, do you see the ghost of the horse before you get the horse corpse? But, you know, that would make too much sense. And that's one. It would
just be too logical. All right. If you are sensitive to like gore, look away for a moment here. I will give you the all clear. We have a mouse helper here who's giving us some tips. We're just giving them some tickles. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Nothing bad is going to happen to the mouse. I promise. Just look away and you're all good to look again.
Hey, look, we got a candle.
Yeah, we got a candle. The mouse gave us a candle. Yeah, here we have some fairly basic puzzles. Lots of just pushing blocks. So once again, Doodle, if there's any quick messages, now's a great time.
Let me see. I do have one quick one. We appreciate everyone's support. If you want to keep up with Lady Arcader's events, you can join our public Discord to get updates on upcoming events. Type !Discord in chat for a link.
Awesome.
I
don't think we've explained... Oh, I am too. I don't think we've explained these vials yet. So there's these red vials that as the line gets bigger, they will start to disappear, which is actually a really interesting mechanic because there's times where you actually need to back up the line and make the vial become full again in order to finish the puzzle. Have I just said how cool I think the puzzle designs are in this game? It's a great game. If you like puzzle games, go get it. It's $5 on Steam. But now Allie is building the key because we have all 5 parts. It's in the shape of a skull. That's totally normal, right? And with that, we're actually going to now use the key immediately. And we're going to put Horsey to rest.
Yeah, they're asking for some rest, and they're very happy about this. It's not a sad thing.
Do not be sad.
See if they say thank you.
Now they can rest. They can have a good sleep. They can dream of grilled cheese.
Who doesn't dream?
What do horses dream of? I don't know. Picked up some scissors. Yeah. We're gonna eat those.
But first, we gotta go to the creepy place.
The dangerous place.
No, not that creepy place.
It's the web.
We've installed the web. So fun fact, the original version of this game had an audio bug where if you went into this area, there's a phone that will ring, and the phone would continue to ring the entire time for the rest of the run if you didn't interact with it. It was a time. But anyways, we've cut the web in order to get back here to this area. This is an area that you would not see in any percent. And so once again, thank you all so much for your generous donations so that we got to see this. There you go. There's an example of making those vials come back a bit again so that we could bounce the ice block off of them to solve the puzzle.
Yeah, this one's also pretty cool. Just I love when they combine all the different mechanics. So here we have like the gravity blocks, and you need to like push them in a certain way. Yeah, I actually learned this route. No one else had run it before. I like routed it myself just the other day to get an incentive in. And I think it is actually a more interesting run than just any percent anyway. So I'm glad we were able to show it off. And that should be 100% of 1A. So we only got 2 sections left. This next section is really cool, though, as it's one that would normally have not been shown at all in any other runs. Because we can just skip... 3A normally just completely skipped, because all we get from here, we don't get anything, like, super necessary. We just get, like, the next stage of the puzzle, like, the next door code. So we normally would just skip it all together. But now we're into the chess pieces.
Yeah, so the chess pieces all move the way that you would expect. They follow normal chess logic, but it does make for some really unique, interesting puzzles. Also, this area has ice on the floor, and so Allie is actually having to navigate in such a way so that she can land on the solid blocks and actually stop momentum when necessary to change direction, because you can't change direction when you're on ice. Not yet. Anyways, we're gonna get an item soon that will give us that ability. But for now, you can see, obviously, the pawns can move up one, they can push things diagonally, and of course, like the rook, as you would see in normal chess, can move in a straight line, horizontally or vertically.
Yeah, I definitely think these are some of my favorite puzzles in there, and obviously Martin knows a lot about making puzzle games with chess pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the puzzle developer for this game also has a couple of games that he's made just by himself solo that are chess based puzzles, and they're very, very good, very accessible even casually. Even if you don't know chess, they're still very, very accessible. So if it sounds interesting, go check out Daisy Games on Steam. It makes great games,
and all of which are very budget friendly.
Very budget friendly. As I already said, Crossroad OS is $5 USD on Steam, so if this looks interesting, go check it out. This puzzle's a little tricky.
True.
You got this.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's
function.
also a rewind function, which can be used sometimes for like skips, and as well for there's also a restart button that are just hotkeyed in, and because Martin, the puzzle creator, believes in forms of accessibility, like having easy access to rewind and restarts.
And that
but
is
with that
area, yeah.
We got one area left.
And then a final.
And this area is pretty quick. The main thing we're gonna get is we're gonna get some ice skates that are gonna let us move freely on the ice, which isn't super important at this point because we're basically almost done. But you know, we got a few more puzzles.
Yeah, I think because of the fact that we have movement abilities that we get, and there's different forms of gating, I'm pretty sure this game is legally a Metroidvania. Not entirely sure, but I think it qualifies.
You don't have me quite convinced on that, but you know what? Maybe you'll get me convinced on that at some point.
There's bosses and there's movement abilities that we get to traverse new areas. I don't know. I'm thinking it is.
I don't know, chat, why don't you donate? Tell us what you think. Is this a Metroidvania? But see, we picked up the skates, but also we have a new chess piece called the Knight, which of course is a horse. Very important for this game. We love horses here in this game. The Knight moves in an L shape as you'd expect. However, it also has the ability to like teleport a block. So if the spot it would land on is also has a block there, it's gonna swap spots. We're on to the final boss of the game, the blue boss. You'll notice there's this hand. It has 4 fingers, and once all 4 fingers are extended, it will delete the chess piece that it's hovering over. That's fine, don't worry. We need to sacrifice a few pieces. You know, you gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet. It's totally fine. No need to worry about it. But yeah, almost done. This is the final phase of this boss. That's the blue boss done.
Yep, so now we just have a tiny bit more to do.
I never thought I'd see them. Amazing. Now, please find my friend.
And just to
Get
double
what they
check at
deserve.
this point, I'm gonna...
This is epic.
This should be the final candle. If it's not, alright, it
Boom.
is.
There we
So that's
go.
100%.
You must be
Now we just need to
somewhere.
finish this last segment. Time is coming up pretty soon. We've got a little bit, this little enemy's
Whoop.
trolling us. So this is the final section. We need to get past this guy. We actually gotta open the doors.
We are finding our way out of this cursed OS, this cursed operating system. We are almost free.
Yeah. Get the spirit out of the trash bin.
You found his spirit. Go, before it comes.
Alright, and time's gonna be now. Alright.
GG.
Thank you for the GG. Yeah, this is Crossroad OS. That was 100%. I did all the things in the whole game. Great time. I know this game is fantastic. I went through the things really fast. You probably didn't even notice all the solutions to puzzles. So if you want to try it yourself, it's still a game that you'd be able to pick up and play and have a good time with. It's a cute little game. I think casually took me like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours for everything. But yeah, I had a great time with it. And yeah, thanks to the Lady Arcaders for having me. I had a great time showing this game off to everybody. You can find more of me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/allison8bit, where I stream lots of indie games, some speedruns, some other things. Lots of different stuff over there. But how about you, Sel? Got anything to shout out?
I want to just shout out everyone working behind the scenes to make this event possible. Y'all are wonderful and amazing. And of course, I want to shout out Martin Daisy Games, one of the devs of this game. His games are so good. Please go check them out on Steam. Very accessible, great puzzle designs. If you like indie puzzle games, seriously, go check out Daisy Games and go check out Crossroad OS.
All right, that's all from us. Thank you.